I am a public defender in Arlington currently. I used to be a magistrate, judicial officer serving the citizens of Richmond, which I greatly enjoyed. I've also been a foster parent for 8 years, and that also prompted me to start the nonprofit called the Foundation for Foster and Orphan Children, which helps with mentoring, tutoring, and finding permanent families for foster and orphan kids. So one of the reasons why I decided to run is because I knew that now was the time. After Trump election, I knew it was time to activate, and also because a lot of the aggressive policies and politics coming out of the General Assembly in Richmond, I knew that we needed more women to have a seat at the table. We needed more minorities. We needed more people from diverse socioeconomic and religious backgrounds to be able to share what their interests are and have a voice, so therefore we can have more things proposed that's beneficial to the community as a whole. As a public defender, the great thing is it lends well to being a legislator, because I know a lot of the draconian laws that needs to change and the failings and the flaws in the criminal justice system. So what better person to be down there than an actual attorney? And I work with the people on a daily basis. So it's my job to protect some of the Commonwealth's most vulnerable citizens, which are the indigent, children, people with substance abuse issues, and serious mental illness. And so one of the battles that I fight on a daily basis is, for example, preventing children from becoming convicted felons. I often have children who may have taken a coat because, the crime, they committed was basically being cold. And coats now are more than $200, and that's the threshold in Virginia. So if something is taken that's over $200, then I'm fighting tooth and nail to make sure that child doesn't end up being a convicted felon for the rest of their life. The well-funded campaign can get the message out to as many constituents as possible. Because Prince William and Stafford is a transient community, that means the majority of our voters don't work in our district. So it's difficult to touch base with them when we knock on doors. We do very well at knocking on doors because I believe in direct voter contact. But, to touch all those people who are commuting to and from DC and from the Pentagon is very difficult. So if they don't have direct voter contact, we have to rely on mailers to deliver our message. We also have to rely on text messages, Facebook posts, ads, different ways to make sure that we're touching them and getting out our message, and that they know that there's an election on November 7th, and to vote Democrat, of course, and specifically for Jennifer Carroll Foy. And so what that money goes to is ensure we're paying our canvassers, that we're able to afford mailers and ads, and making sure that we promote the get out the vote and absentee voting, which is also important, and early registration and early voting, so especially in this district. So that's what that money goes to mainly pay for in order to finance it. What we don't want to happen is the Koch brothers to come into our community and have their voice overpower ours, because they don't live here, they don't work here, they're not a part of the community here. They just want to see their agenda executed. And what we want to do is make sure we support and advocate for the people in the 2nd District and all Virginians. And we'll only do that with the support of other Democrats, people who are willing to fight and work and donate.